When I first bought my car, I put it up on a lift to take a look at the underside of it. And of the many issues that I saw, I noticed that there was a slow coolant leak. But because I had a lot more prominent issues, I decided to focus on those first. After a year, most of those big issues were ironed out, but still I chose to do nothing about the coolant system. As such, the system eventually ran dry, which led to the car running like crap and my thermostat failing. And it took the car almost overheating and this to finally convince me to do something about the problem. But I decided to not only fix the issue, but also to upgrade the cooling system. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Paper Tiger. If you're new here, my name is Steven, and today, boys, we will be both fixing and upgrading the coolant system on my 1996 Mustang GT. We are going to be replacing the radiator today. We already replaced the thermostat, but we need to do a radiator flush, and then I bought this SVE upgraded 3-row aluminum radiator from LMR. It just came in a couple days ago. My friends Tommy and David are coming over here very soon to help me out today, so I'm gonna get started on it, and once they join me, we'll get some stuff done. So first things first, I suppose I'm going to open up the new radiator here. I haven't seen this thing yet. Look at that, dude. Colby, look at this thing.
Whoa, baby.
You know what we should do?
Aluminum right there.
St. Vincent
Because it's
engine.
cool.
Like I said, my coolant system was nasty. So we decided to flush the coolant system several times before we installed the nice shiny new parts. Also, my friend David showed up around this point. Dave is pretty experienced despite being my age, and he's very intelligent. He also has a good eye for things that I often overlook, so the two of us make a pretty good team. David, thank you so much for helping me on this. The inside of the bottle is
That's not a good...
The inside of the bottle's looking nasty.
That's sludge.
Okay.
There's sludge down there.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's real gross. I got this Valvoline radiator stuff to clean out the system. We're gonna run it through the system before we flush it. Just wanted to make a note of that. All right, got that cleaner running through the system. Tommy's missing out. Tommy would love doing this.
Yeah, you tell me to do that, but I just saw your RPM spike. I'm like, oh god.
My bad. I jump scared David. After running the car for a while and making sure it was up to operating temp so we got a good flush, we decided to drain the coolant. But unfortunately, David let me do it. Which way? Which way?
Do you know the way?
I thought I knew the way.
We can pop the lower rack off.
We might have to because this is not moving. Oh, never mind. I got her. Oh, got it. Oh, it's getting everywhere. On my phone. Take a look here.
Yeah, that ain't supposed to be that color.
That is a dirty color.
Which, granted, is a good thing. You know, clean it.
Yeah, that's true, actually. We're flushing the system again with distilled water here.
Plus whatever that blue crap.
Whatever that blue crap is. Tommy's on his way with snacks here, so he'll be joining us shortly. Blub, 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 blub. My mom came in clutch. She got me this distilled water because I forgot to buy some. I don't know why I sung that.
Because you're you.
Yeah, and I'm special. That's what everybody says.
Anyone who works in the car automotive, anyone who works in the automotive system has some form of tism. That's how it works. Well, yeah, we're all a little weird.
Yep. Chug, 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 chug. Case in point. Point proven. With the system filled with both coolant and cleaner, we were ready to cycle the system again. However, my car had other plans. Could you jiggle that negative battery cable, you think? All right. Gonna work this time? No, it doesn't. What the frick? Let's see if a little bit of dielectric grease will do the trick here. Third time's a charm, question mark? Just a bad connection, that's all. It's a cheap clamp. All right, blue raspberry time. Gotta get that Slurpee in its system. While the Slurpee cleaner was running through the system, David and I were suddenly visited by the master of mayhem himself, our good friend Tommy. Now both of us love Tommy, but Tommy is also David's dramatic foil. David is calm and systematic, while Tommy is excited all the time and just starts ripping stuff apart as soon as he can, which you shall see momentarily. But nevertheless, we were happy that he was there. To both Tommy and David, who will both hopefully watch this video, thank you guys both so much. You made this process a lot easier, quicker, and a lot more fun. Thank you both so much. Immaculate park job, good sir.
Oh, absolutely.
How we looking, Dave? Wait, what?
Oh, the blue to green.
It went from blue to green. Oh, that's almost like coolant color.
Wait, it went from blue to green?
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, great, okay.
Honest.
I would never rev it. I'm being responsible.
Shut her down. Oh, that's so gross. Nasty.
Hey, so when are we cutting the exhaust off this?
Now.
Whatever you want. You got a Sawzall?
Yeah.
You got it with you?
No.
Aw, dang it. Still looking pretty gross. Tommy's gonna start tearing stuff apart here now that we're done with the flush, and
I'm always tearing stuff apart.
oh yeah.
It worked, but that did not. I need a pair of pliers.
There you go, baby girl.
Oh, thank you.
I swear, dude. I didn't know you guys so well, and I heard all the comments you guys said, I would swear something going on.
Who's to say there
There's
isn't?
something going on.
Yeah, who's to say there isn't?
It is flexing pretty good.
That's not ideal.
That did not sound right. I bent it a little bit, but it's fine.
It should be fine.
That's my freaking stuck.
6.5 hours later.
Well, there's that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yuck.
Ta-da!
Fancy!
This thing's small.
It's alright, the big ones hurt anyway.
Ah!
Well, officially we've made a mess. Sounds about right. Alright, I've got a hose that's just running water through the block. Oh, that's enough. Alright, shut that off. I'm just letting water run through the block there to get that clean. Tom is swapping parts over from the old radiator to the new one. I noticed that's probably what was causing most of my issues with the leak. It looks like it's coming from right there. We got a lot of damaged fins on this one too, so it's for the best. It's time for an upgrade. So we found
Always
these two
use the correct tool.
holes. Yeah, always use the right socket size. Yeah. We found these two holes that weren't really leading to anything, and they were just being plugged by these little plastic things. So we got bolts from the hardware store. Shut the frick up. We got bolts from the I know you weren't saying anything, but shut the frick up. We got bolts from the hardware store, and we're plugging them up. We're plugging them up because we're not sure if we can leave them open or not. I was under the impression we could, but I also trust Tommy's instincts, so.
That is a mistake.
Also, David went home a while ago. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And for continuity's sake, I guess I'll say it.
That's because he's a loser.
Miss you, Dick.
Honey, I finished the cookies.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you want
You made cookies?
For me.
Are they mustaches? Oh, they're ducks. Yeah, I would love a cookie if I could have one.
You can have one. I brought one.
It is pretty nice.
It makes the turbos full faster. That is snacks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It adds more horsepower.
All right.
What's today's date? The first?
Today is actually, I think it's the second. Yeah. All right. That didn't sound ideal. All right, we're making progress here. Rad hose is on, thermostat's in, fans on. Gonna put on the coolant bottle. Tommy and Liz are gonna have to leave here in a minute, but I'm gonna flush the system one more time and then I'll test it. And just like that, the radiator was installed. So after Tommy left, I mixed up the coolant. Now, I wanted to get the best stuff for this car, and I decided to run with exactly what the system was made for, OEM Ford Green. I mixed it 50-50% with the exact same type of water I was using to flush the system, and then I filled the system completely. And then I test drove it. And good news, I didn't see any leaks, the system worked perfectly, and it's been a couple of weeks now, and I still don't see any leaks, and it is still working perfectly. So happily, we have a success, boys! And I couldn't be happier with how this went. It wasn't too challenging, and it's been working great ever since. Now, before I end the video, here's a few key takeaways that I thought I should share with you guys. First of all, if you buy a used car, you should definitely do a coolant flush before I did, which was a year into ownership, and I knew I had a coolant leak. So you should definitely do a coolant flush way sooner than that, especially if you're a little suspect on where your coolant system is at, and especially if you buy said car from Facebook Marketplace, which I love you, old girl, but that's where she came from. I don't actually know if I've ever said that on YouTube, but yeah, this car came from Facebook Marketplace, so sketchy at best. Also, if you're like me and you want to do this right here in your driveway, I highly recommend that you jack your car up enough so that you can get a sizable bucket underneath, because I didn't have enough room, and that's why we made such a mess. And speaking of coolant, I highly, highly recommend for you guys to dispose of your junk coolant at a proper location. It is helpful for me because I work at a car dealership. I just took it straight to the shop. They have a bucket for junk coolant in there. I just dumped it all in, and then I was done with it. And even if you don't work at a car dealership, you should be able to do the same thing if you go to a shop and you ask them nicely. And if they tell you no, just Google, see if there's any locations around you that would accept it. And last but not least, if you are watching this thinking about doing the same thing to your own Mustang, here's my advice, it's really not that hard. I looked up a couple of tutorials from the internet. I didn't even have to look up any OEM diagrams, had all the knowledge in my head, pointed the stuff out to my buddies, and we ripped it apart. So don't be scared, call up some buddies, promise them refreshments, and just go for it. You got this, dude. While they're there, tell them to subscribe to the Paper Tyger. And that's gonna be it for this one. So, I'm so sorry. And that's gonna be it for this one. So, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you enjoy these sorts of videos, please consider subscribing. Every single fix and modification I do to this car makes it even better, so I have plans to do a bunch of stuff this year. So stick around, boys, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and bye-bye.